Hello and welcome to the heart of Rhondda here at the Rhondda Sports Centre for our second game of the February Frenzy here with Basketball Wales for the Basketball Wales National League. Today's matchup sees another BWNL Finals playoff as the RCT Gladiators welcome the Cardiff Tribal Hunters to this historic basketball coliseum. Strange that the Gladiators haven't almost named this hall the Coliseum by now. It just seems so fitting. Awful lot of basketball gone down in here over the years if you're caught up on your Welsh basketball history. Today's game sees some of our league's premier athletes face off in what should be another competitive game of basketball competition. Many names kind of jump off the paper here, such as the Williams brothers for RCT, and then there's some big names missing, in fact, actually, for the Tribal Hunters. Talking about players like the consistent Wales international, Eli Andam, Eustace, these players we've come to know in our league and the Tribal Hunters have come to rely on. It seems an awful lot is riding on BWNL All-Star Game halftime performer Shaq Livingston for the Cardiff Tribal Hunters. If they are to make it out of this one with a victory, it will unquestionably be down to him. Just to be clear, the winner of this game will be heading... Just to be clear, the winner of this game will be heading to the BWNL Finals to match up against the reigning champions, the Cardiff Met Archers. Last year was Rhondda Valley Showdown, with the Met coming out on top against the RCT Gladiators. Be interesting to see if today can put in writing a rematch on the cards. As we look set to tip off, here are our starting five. For the Tribal Hunters, we've got Boyle Bakrachev, Shaq Livingston, Ali Kuran, Adam Budris and Seed Khan. We've got the Williams brothers suiting up for RCT. Reese at 7, Lloyd Williams at 8, Owen Williams at 9. And then we've got Terry Berry as usual in the centre, along with Caesar. He's number 5. We get started here, and the Williams brothers already making their presence felt. Here is Owen Williams trying to turn, foul called on the floor. Well, we've had an awful lot of action in the BWNL this season from RCT. All year it's been kind of building towards that rematch Cardiff Met against the Gladiators. And with the two big missing names in Eustace and Eli Andam for the Tribal Hunters, is a big, tall task for the Tribal Hunters if they're going to match up with the power of RCT, who have been dominant in their pool since the start of this season. Williams to Williams. Here is Owen, the eldest, out to the corner. And that's clean from 3. Reese Williams, who's really taken a big step up this season, become a dead-eye shooter from range. Really interesting to see how these two teams balance out as Rhondda play hard, fast. They drive the lanes just like this. And Reese Williams shows why you can't take your eye off this RCT team in transition for 1 second. Up 7-zip after a minute. This could be a long afternoon for the Tribal Hunters without their 2 stars. And that's clean from the mid-range. Beautiful shot there from Seed Khan. Owen Williams finds Reese. And that's another transition play proving effective for the Rhondda. I'm getting a substitution here for the Tribal Hunters early within a minute. Interesting to see that Bakrachev coming out in the place of Simeon Clarence. Maybe a tactical change there. Defensive matchup needing to be changed. Going down 7-2 in the first minute, and Reese Williams, is at the line to try and tag on 2 more. Tribal Hunters just trying to nullify this early breakaway from RCT as soon as possible. Reese knocks down the first. the second. He nails them both. Rhys Williams really showing out for RCT this year. Be interesting to see if he can get himself into the Wales setup soon. Khan putting his shoulder into the defender, and it's a wild effort. Here's Rhys Williams. You know he's confident. Doesn't touch the net. Timeout call tribal. I think that was coming. A minute and a half into this one. It's a 10-point lead for the Rhondda, 12-2. Rhys Williams is on fire in this one. He's shooting it from deep with consistency, clear form. You know he's drilled that over and over and over. There's been a big jump this year in his efficiency from three. And it's great to see that coming to fruition in such a big game for the Gladiators. Just got to wonder what the coach is thinking of there with the Tribal Hunters. This could be the signs of an early demolition here. They've got to get together. They've got to stick together if they have any chance of making it to the finals and facing off with Cardiff Met in the trophy finals this coming Easter. Remember to get your tickets for that one if you're interested in following along with the league this season. Tickets will be available soon. Please make sure to like this video and subscribe to all our socials as well as this YouTube channel to make sure that you don't miss when that first reminder goes out to get your tickets for the finals. This year we're going to be up in Bangor, a little easier to get to than last year, and we hope to see all of you there this year for what should be the biggest finals in BWNL history. Here come Tribal Hunters, infused with information from their coach in that timeout, trying to take on Berry down low. He finds his way back to Khan, turns down the shot, and that was just a little obvious. Rhys Williams, he's going to go again, why not? Maybe a little bit of a range check. Sid Khan, it's a beautiful pass, but couldn't get controlled. Lloyd Williams, and that's up, and a foul for Caesar down low. We'll have a chance at one more here. Doesn't seem to matter what the coach implements from the timeout. There's power, there's pace, there's strength, there's confidence. This Gladiator team might just be out of reach of the Tribal Hunters today, at least without their two stars in Eustace and Eli. This was always going to be difficult. Here come the Tribal Hunters, trying to penetrate inside. Great defense, but they left the shooter open in Sid Khan. Well, he's the only one to make any points for the Hunters so far. His two from the mid-range, the only two for the entire squad. Here's Owen Williams, fakes it, dribble, and that's Cash. Well, the Rhondda have come out to a flying start here. This does feel a little bit like men and boys so far. Shaq Livingston. Maybe it's time for him to take over. Khan thinks it's his time. I'm going to leave that there. And once again, the transition play coming in clutch for the RCT Gladiators. This could be a huge first quarter score. 7 minutes to go. They're up by 18 at 20-2. That's a beautiful lay. Fantastic there for the Tribal Hunters, trying to get back up all day with Paul Farrelly. That's a beautiful effort, but you've got to wonder how efficient is that shot really? Can they make that shot consistently, time and time again? No, I'm not sure they can. Well, Paul Farrelly made that acrobatic effort in the last play and then is taken out of the game. Interesting choice there. Terry Berry unable to make the offensive rebound count. Shaq Livingston. Oh, that's beautiful work down low. That's absolutely fantastic from Lloyd Williams on the ground. Great hustle play. Finding Terry Berry down low. He's fouled underneath the basket. The big man will get a chance for 2 points here to extend his lead back to 18. We might be watching a demolition here. Terry Berry, one more chance to make this. And it's a good trip to the line, 1 from 2. Shaq Livingston. Well, you've got to say, it's fantastic, really. Coming back from the free throw line, and there's just so many RCT players back and so few Tribal Hunters players forward. It's almost impossible for Shaq Livingston, my apologies, to make anything happen. Whereas on the other side, it's just like a hot knife through butter. RCT Gladiators are putting the sword to the Tribal Hunters here early. 6 minutes and 10 remaining, up by 19. Owen Williams with a chance to take it to a 20-point lead. We're less than 4 minutes into this one. And he does. Double change for the Hunters. Bakrachev and Peterson in. Ali Kuran and Sidkan coming out. Let's see if that change can make a difference here. Tribal Hunters passing it around from deep. Shaq Livingston. No good. These low efficiency, deep kind of chuck and hopes. It's just not going to work for Tribal Hunters, whereas on the other end, Owen, Reese and Lloyd Williams are running around, creating distraction and drawing players out, and that's just enabling Terry Berry to get positioned down low. He's causing havoc. He's at the line again. Fantastic outing already for the RCT Gladiators. And if you're looking for a blueprint at how to play basketball, how to take advantage of your mismatches, how to make the most of having 3 incredibly athletic and intelligent players, look at the off-ball movement here for the Gladiators and how it opens things up for Caesar and Terry Berry. Wide open 3 off the front rim from Tyler Peterson there. If the Tribal Hunters aren't going to make those shots, I don't know how they're going to make even an effort at making this one look like they showed up. Owen Williams misses everything there. He wins it back. Look at the hustle play over his head. Lloyd Williams from 3 off the front iron. But look at the hustle to get back. Here is Shaq Livingston, fakes the 3, blows by, takes the step in, just about able to save the interception there. Here's Bakrachev. Lost control of the dribble. Tribal Hunters able to keep possession of the ball. So restart from the baseline here. They do go to Shaq Livingston, wide open from 3. If you can't draw anything up other than a heave from deep range, maybe you need to rethink your offensive structure here. This is going to be a big, big lead by halftime. It'll be a big lead by the end of the first, never mind halftime. We've got Bakrachev down, holding his groin. Oh, sorry, that's Peterson. Referees just discussing with the officials table. They've gone with a technical on Peterson for his reaction there to the no foul call. He thinks he was hitting the groin. Interesting there for the Tribal Hunters. Ganga KC, number 5 there in the goggles. Trying to collect everyone in a huddle and just get everyone's heads on the right place here. I mean, everything that could be going wrong is technicals, fouls not going their way, transition threes, wide open threes missed. They're being outplayed, they're being outfought. And there's something that comes from the experience of playing basketball for years and years and years that you just can't make up in a short period of time. The Williams family have been huge contributors to the basketball community in South Wales, especially here in the Rhondda. There's a culture here that's ingrained within this team, these players, this family, that has a lasting impact, and you can feel it here on this court. You come up against them, you best be ready, you best have a plan here. Speaking of being ready, Tribal Hunters have checked someone in who hasn't got a jersey here. He's just playing in a black shirt. Uno Nakisi, number 47, I can tell by his shorts, but he hasn't got a jersey. Maybe exemplifying a lack of preparation here from the Tribal Hunters. I don't think I could have given you a more perfect image of the difference between these two teams. One team came here today ready to play. Another literally doesn't have their kit on. Here is Khaleesi. Well, they should have made sure he had a jersey. 4 minutes remaining in this one. Here's Lloyd Williams. Finding Reese. Fakes. Goes. They're just toying with the Tribal Hunters at the moment. Off the front rim. Foul down low. Caesar will head to the line for two. Did I say men against boys? Because if not, I should have. This is men against boys. Looks like we're about to get a change here. Caesar missing the first. That's 0 for 3 for him so far. Oh for 4, but Berry able to get the rebound. Lloyd Williams fakes, stepping into the 3 there, and able to find Caesar down low. That's a beautiful pass. Here's Shaq Livingston. Trying to use the screen. Khaleesi wants another after that last mid-range. It is blocked from Berry. GC, great with the interception and a little behind the back dribble. Wide open in the corner is Peterson. He missed it last time and he's missed it this time. Great effort there from GC Ganga KC. Shaq Livingston with a wild attempt. Reese Williams able to just walk it down, gets his own offensive rebound and gets the tip in himself. There's a calm element to this Gladiators team. An awareness that they're just maybe a step ahead. Khaleesi, Euro, up with a lay. Well, you've got to wonder what Uno Khaleesi was doing on the bench to start this game. What's he doing without a jersey? He has been a shining light for the Tribal Hunters in what has been a dark, dark first quarter. We've got Warren coming in for the Gladiators, as well as Price. How come Lloyd, Williams, and Caesar? Tribal Hunters aiming to just make this a competitive game by the end of the first. If they can just shore up on defense, get a couple easy, well thought out, well made buckets. Khaleesi unable to keep that pivot foot in check. Peterson coming out and Sid Khan returning for the Hunters. 2.5 minutes remaining, 21 points to the lead. Owen Williams. Crosses left. And that is so easy. Playing up with a trap now are the Gladiators, trying to tire out the Tribal Hunters, trying to test them. See, what can you do? What can you make happen when I'm right here up in your face? Khaleesi says, look at what I could do. I could do this. What was he doing on the bench? Someone get this man a jersey. Owen Williams trying to go high off the glass. Couldn't quite get the feather touch on the finish. Trying to go long to Khaleesi. Well, Tribal Hunters able to see that Khaleesi is the only man really doing anything. He wants it way from downtown to go ISO. Sid Khan blows the gimme lay. Owen Williams to Warren. Shot fake. Miss. Offensive rebound, and the putback is done. Warren tags on 2 more, makes it a 23-point lead. Less than 90 seconds to go. Here's Sid Khan. Maybe a push-off there. Referee says good. Warren doing his laces. Referee wants to take a minute. Referee pauses the game so that Warren can get his laces tied. Here comes Owen Williams. Sorry, not Owen Wilson. It'll be a very different game of basketball. A beautiful pass. And Terry Berry cleans it all up. That won't go down as an assist, unfortunately, for Owen Williams, but everyone who's here, everyone who saw that will know that it's all because of him, that basket. Shaq Livingston, that's a clean little pull-up 3. Seeing big yells from the bench with the Tribal Hunters as that brings the lead back down to 20. Owen Williams once again going for that high off the glass shot. Bakrachev, another 2 more. Owen Williams pressured by Khaleesi. Able to get by him. Khaleesi ends up going for the reach, as Owen Williams was happy to keep him on his hip. Khaleesi has been a bright spark, offensively at least, but he hasn't been the greatest for tracking back. He hasn't been the greatest for running forward and getting into position. Maybe some fitness, some conditioning issues there. In general, needing to be just a bit more prepared here. I mean, he hasn't got a jersey. He hasn't got a jersey. 21 seconds remaining. 18 points to split. Owen Williams with a dagger on the second. Here is Bakrachev. Trying to end this quarter right. Sid Khan takes a look at the clock, decides to slow it all down. Sid Khan wants to go himself, trying to take on Terry Berry. Bakrachev with time ticking away, hits the huge 3-point shot to end the first quarter. Well, that did not go the way the Tribal Hunters intended, but what a great finish as they started to tag on points like it was nothing from nowhere. A huge interjection of energy from Khaleesi as he came on Nikisi, as he came on from the bench in his black tee. But we saw that quarter kind of flip on its head there for the last couple of minutes as Tribal Hunters fought their way back into at least a respectable position here. They won't be happy to have conceded 36 in the first, but they'll be justifiably happy with 20 points considering where they were. Very short talk from the coaches with RCT, as you might expect. More of the same, please, boys. Keep going as you are. Interesting to see this team play any time of year, any opposition. It's always a treat to watch that starting 5. Caesar and Berry down low, and the Owen Williams, Lloyd Williams, Reese Williams connection at the 1-2-3. It's just able to cause so many problems. You just put the three of those guys in a horns play with those two coming up to the elbows. I mean, I don't really know how you don't stop 1, 2, or 3 on that variation. As a coach, it's a very difficult task, and it's a task they've not been up to so far, the Tribal Hunters. They've not quite been able to match up, but they are missing. They are missing their two key players in Eustace and Eli Andem. But let's see if Nikisi can keep this up on the offensive end. I mean, when you're playing pickup, sometimes it is that guy who just rocks up in a black tee that takes over. This is meant to be a little more organized than a game of pickup. But let's see if the law remains the same. Here is Khan. You know he wants that mid-range. Bounce pass is clean to Bakrachev. Shot fake is nice. Harrison falling away. And that's exactly how they would have wanted that first play to start. Owen Williams finds his brother Lloyd. Oh, that's really poor defense from the Hunters, but Caesar unable to keep a hold of the ball. Lloyd Williams diving on the floor to win it back. Well, well. Travel gold. Here is Bakrachev. Blasts past the RCT defense before kicking out to Nikisi. Tries to turn. Shoots. It's Owen Williams now. Nikisi taking on Berry on offense and also matching up with Reese Williams on defense. No wonder he'd be tired. I mean, going up against the best defender whilst also defending possibly their most dangerous offensive threat. Lloyd Williams. Reese finding Terry Berry. Caesar was open, but he's got butterfingers at the moment. Can't quite get any ball under control. They're zipping the ball about really quickly, really concisely. It's great to see this kind of complex motion action from the Gladiators. They just can't seem to get that ball under control. Khaleesi with a 3 that misses everything. Here is Lloyd, goes fast in transition. Had no one up in support then when the layup couldn't get done. A wild jump straight into bodies there from Paul Farrelly. It worked out that one time in the first. It's just inefficient basketball from the Hunters so far. We're having a change here for the Tribal Hunters. Peterson coming in for Budris. Discussion between the Tribal Hunters coach and the referee. Basket. Okay, they were discussing whether or not that should have been 2 free throws for a shooting foul. Referee called it on the floor. Matters not for RCT as they can devise a nicely worked shot. Oh my word, Nikisi going straight down the throat of the Gladiators, going straight at both Caesar and Terry Berry. Incredible, incredible confidence to go straight at the heart of the defense. And Nikisi, who has been without doubt the beating heart of this Hunters offense so far today, is at the line for one more. He can't quite make it. He's got a line violation according to the referee. Nikisi will get one more attempt. Tribal Hunters got 2 players back. Not worrying about the offensive rebound, just want to get set up defensively. Here comes Owen Williams. Lloyd driving through, finding Barry. Ball finds its way back to Owen Williams, as it so often does. Lloyd thought about the three, gets past one, bounce pass to Caesar, cleaned up by Barry. Lloyd Williams wide open from three, misses. Here come the Hunters. That's his third wide open three, and it's his first one. He's knocked down. Peterson with a big shot for the Hunters. Lead is just 11 now. Owen Williams didn't fancy turning the corner, happy to take it through contact. He's able to win it on the offensive glass. Huge hustle play for Owen Williams. Substitutions coming on, Warren and Ali for both teams respectively, Caesar and Khan coming out. So no basket there, just to be clear. A foul on the floor. Rhys Williams to inbound. They'll get another effort as that comes straight off the foot of Hunter's player, Paul Ferrelli. Rhys Williams finding Barry. Ball is loose. Tribal Hunters ball. Fantastic defensive set there for the Hunters. 6 minutes and 51 seconds remaining in this second quarter. 11 points, the difference now. If they can get this to under 10 by halftime, they'll be very happy. Peterson, he nailed his last one. Unable to make this one count. Lloyd Williams stepping through. Foul before the shot. Peterson, 99, the one called for the foul. Okay, Owen Williams wanting a quick huddle. Bit of frustration overcoming the Gladiators here at the moment. Rhys Williams with the inbound. Let's see if that frustration can be used to their advantage or against them. Lloyd Williams chucks up a three, and it seems like it'll go against them. But once again, the offensive rebounding prowess of Terry Berry. Owen Williams going left. Driving through, gets the bucket and the foul. Soft touch at the rim is enormous. The power to get through the contact, get round the defenders, and make the lay in traffic. It's just fantastic. Owen Williams at the line. Oh, wait. No basket, says the referee Bradley Abrams. They had a discussion. They've changed their mind. It's a foul on the floor. No basket. Once again, Barry with the offensive rebounds. This time he's come out to Shaq Livingston. He's trying to dribble through them all. Lost his dribble at the last minute, and it is out of bounds. That could have been a really positive offensive set there for the Tribal Hunters. Owen Williams up against Sid Khan. Foul called against Sid Khan, trying to get physical with the Gladiators as they bring the ball up here, trying to just offset that offensive rhythm that they keep on getting. Talking to each other. Williams uses the screen, gets the switch, gets the foul, will head to the line for two. He is just a contact drawing machine so far today. Owen Williams definitely got the brain for basketball. Able to detect and draw contact. the first. Off the front rim. Celebrations come from the Tribal Hunter bench. The lead still at 11. 5 minutes and 50 seconds remaining in this final quarter of the first half. He nails the second, 1 for 2. It's still a positive trip for the Gladiators and for Owen Williams. Here come the Hunters, trying to make something happen. Beautiful, beautiful bounce pass from Nakisi. And the lay is blown once again, this time from Ali Quran. Lloyd Williams goes right. Little dish to Warren and a foul under the basket. Nakisi there with another foul for the Tribal Hunters down low in the post. Warren is at the line for 2. Ali Quran is taken off after that foul. Warren, not known as the most proficient three-point shooter or free throw shooter, will have an opportunity here at the line to tag on 2 more and extend this lead. Here he is. First one just a little too strong there. Rolling across the entirety of the rim before coming out. The second. He's perfect. 1 for 2 for Warren at the line. Well, a little bit of a confusion there as the ball was dropped from Nakisi. Questions as to whether or not that constitutes crossing the line. Here he is once again wanting to go at Berry. The sidestep mid-range is pure. Tribal Hunters coming the other way now, just down by 11. The 3 is pure from Paul Forelli. Huge basket. That's the first time this game has been down below double digits in a long time. Owen Williams trying to go straight through KC. He manages it. Reese Williams a fake, a bounce pass. Owen Williams with a dump off. That's just beautiful, beautiful basketball from the Gladiators. Here is Nakisi. Heat check. Poor decision there. Reese Williams from deep. A reminder of maybe a difference in class here. Back up to 13, and just as there was light at the end of the tunnel, the Gladiators blow out the candle. Shaq Livingston able to draw contact on the drive through there. He will head to the line for 2. Haven't seen the Tribal Hunters at the line themselves too often in this one. Might be interesting to see if they can generate some easy offense. I mean, they call them free throws for a reason. It would be good to see them able to get to the line. Nakisi taken out. What a huge offensive impact he's had. Here is Big Shaq Livingston. First was good. How's the second? Not so good. Owen Williams in control once again, trying to dictate how this one's going to go. Uses the screen from Warren, takes the switch. Lloyd Williams uses the screen, dump off Warren. Berry with a rebound. He's just dominant on the boards. Here's Reese Williams. Little bit of a messy one. Owen Williams with a high arcing shot. And here come Tribal Hunters after an unsuccessful offensive set here. Huge 3 minutes for the Tribal Hunters. If they're able to come out on top In these next 3 minutes, they've got a chance in the second half. Foul call on the floor there for the Tribal Hunters. Here is Sid Khan. Takes the switch. Warren able to take advantage of that physical mismatch. Rhys Williams foul down low. Well, a clear and evident foul there from Sid Khan on Rhys Williams. A touch of anger from the coach there, because there's no attempt to go for the and one, just happy to take the foul and go to the line. 2 changes here for the Gladiators as Warren and Owen Williams come out. We see the introduction of Price and Price. Well, unfortunately, I don't have first names available to me here today, so you're just going to have to listen to Price and Williams, Williams and Williams. Luckily enough, we know the Williams brothers quite well at this point, but Price and Price at 12 and 20 for the RCT Gladiators will be a little trickier. Here is Livingston able to get his dribble under control. Here's KC finding Bakrachev, stepping through. Nikisi dips the shoulder and is blocked by Terry Berry. There's Price. Great effort there. And it pays off the and one. The amount of fouls that the Gladiators are getting here today, it's hard to imagine a world in which the Hunters can ever truly catch up if they can't get their discipline on the defensive end under control. Here is Price at the line. Off the back iron and gets the lucky bounce for a 3-point play. And that's the Gladiators up to 50 here. Nikisi turns the corner, spinning. Unable to get the advantage on Berry. Bakrachev has to stop passing out. Nikisi taking it over Price. Well, basically what we've seen today is if it's anyone other than Terry Berry marking him, Nikisi has a green light to go for the basket. Lloyd Williams wide open. Rhys Williams stepping back, fakes the shot, drives through, and that was so controlled. The body control, the confidence from Rhys Williams there to just step through, take his steps, know that space is coming, not panic, and step through the defense and take that one. Rhys Williams there called for the foul. As we pass the 2-minute mark here, 1 minute 56 remaining in this first half. As we take a timeout. While this game has been up, it's been down. What's been clear is the power and the pace in transition for the Gladiators, but the Tribal Hunters, you have to say, to be fair, have made a game out of this. The introduction of Uno Nikisi off the bench has been a marvelous addition. He's looked absolutely fantastic. Physically, he looks a step above everyone else on his team, and you just imagine what this game would have been like if you had Eustace and Eli suiting up for the Tribal Hunters as well. I mean, having your 2 key players, your 2 primary ball handlers not available for what is basically the biggest game of the season here for the Tribal Hunters is terrible, terrible luck. There's a reason this RCT team is good every year. There's a reason they're used to picking up silverware. They're used to being in the conversation for the best basketball team in Wales every single season. That means you've got to come with your best, and that's not so easy when you're missing your 2 primary ball handlers. Bakrachev with the restart. Great off-ball movement there from Forelli. Shaq Livingston trying to make himself free. Just found his way to Uno Nikisi. Sidestep jumper. That looked good. All right, so number 2, Bakrachev, had a hold of the jersey. Number 12. Wasn't something that was clear to anyone really other than the referees. It's one of those calls where you wonder if it's really necessary to interrupt the flow of the game. It's one of these things that gets your basketball purists complaining. We just want to see some basketball out here. Here's Lloyd Williams. Takes the screen from Price. Dishes it out to Price, number 12, who tags on 2 more. He's had a very impressive little interjection here to the lineup since coming on. Here is Sid Khan. Wants to go over Rhys Williams. Finds out that that's not the greatest idea. Here is Price. Takes advantage of the mismatch. He's got an awful lot of height over Simeon Clarence there, down low. Bakrachev has to use Nikisi. Shaq Livingston, a great cut there and a beautiful finish through contact. That's the 2-man game you've got to see more of for the Tribal Hunters. Nikisi and Livingston working together down low. So that's 2 for Livingston and a chance at 1 more. The lead once again up into that high echelon. Unfortunately, the Hunters weren't able to keep it down when they were nearing single digits. The lead at the moment is 18. Scoreboard hadn't quite caught up yet. Terry Berry crashing in for the offensive glass. Nobody able to box him out. You can just leap, grab the rebound, and then you're instantly in his space. If he can get the rebound over you and go straight back up, there's nothing you can do to get out of his space without just jumping out the way. And if you've got that competitive urge that every sportsman has, I don't think anyone's jumping out of the way. If someone's going to grab the rebound over you, you have to contest. And if the referee sees that, which is quite hard to miss someone of Terry Berry's size and stature, it's almost impossible not to get called for the foul there under the basket. Nikisi, with a dribble, is able to get Terry Berry to step back and provide some space. This really interesting offensive package that he has. He's able to bang and bruise down low, but is also quite comfortable getting into his dribble and pulling up from the mid-range. Lloyd Williams never quite looked comfy on that one. Nikisi grabs the rebound, and that is the end of the first half. We end the second quarter 58-38 in favor of the Gladiators. Thank you for coming along for this game with us so far. Please make sure to stick around, hit that like button and subscribe. We'll be back in around 10 minutes or so with the second half of the action here at Rhondda Sports Centre. Thank you. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye. Hello and welcome back to the second half of action here for our second game of the February Frenzy here with the BWNL. If you've missed the first half, don't stress, don't worry, don't fret. There's plenty of basketball still to come here. The game has swung from big leads to small leads, all in favour of the Gladiators so far. Since the first basket, they have not lost the lead under the leadership of the Williams brothers. But there was a definite improvement in that second quarter for the Tribal Hunters, led by the offensive work of that man, Uno Nikisi. There's a jump ball. Well, Owen Williams and Reese Williams are convinced that that was a foul from Uno. Here's Shaq Livingston trying to go to his left. Good cut there. Uno's able to find him. And the audacious pass from Paul Forelli. Just a bit too much for this Tribal Hunters offense. Gotta try and get some simple baskets. Here's Owen Williams driving down low. Talk about simple. That is clear, pure-headed basketball. The cross opens up the body. His passing ability and his willingness to share the ball gets in the head of the defense, so they spread out open in case of the pass, and he's able to crash inside all by himself. Well, we just saw a fantastic bucket at the other end for the Hunters, but Lloyd Williams is holding his thigh here. He was able to get the dump off for the pass, but they're calling the foul before the shot. So the foul was on Lloyd Williams before the basket inevitably got made. Here is Owen Williams. He's considered the three twice there. Here's Reese Williams, able to just cruise on by. Misses everything there, but once again, Terry Berry is there to take out the trash and clean it all up. It's a beautiful lead pass all the way up to Paul Forelli there. Tribal Hunters keep this up. They've got a chance of getting back into this game. They just need to shore up on the defensive end. That's a clear foul for Ali there. Ali Quran. This is his fourth foul, my apologies. And that is going to take him out of the game. Trying to up the intensity physically here, maybe. Owen Williams happy to match that offensive physicality. He will be heading to the line, happy to bruise and stick his shoulder right into the chest of the defender. As Adam Budris there picks up his second. And Owen Williams heads to the line once again today. If you've been watching this game since the start of the first, you will have heard me say that Owen Williams is heading to the line quite a few times. So far, it has been remarkable, his ability to get down low, draw contact, and finish. The first was pure. Second was off, but he knew it straight away. Lloyd Williams happy to swing it round. Reese Williams is cash from the corner. Here's Sid Khan. Trying to go behind the back left. He gets it back from Uno. Here is Uno Nikisi again. Happy to snap back on that little draw. Finds Shaq Livingston. Little hezzy and go. Has to get it out to Khan. And Lloyd Williams has a straight sprint there and is fouled by Uno Nikisi as he tried to make the chase down 3. Oh, in fact, they're going to call goaltending on that one. So the shot's given. And the Tribal Hunters will get the restart. I thought that was going to be a foul there for an and one, but they called goaltend. 68-42, the split. Here is Paul Farrelly once again going for that acrobatic finish down low. Picking himself off the ground. He's left his team a man down on defense. Complaining to the referee whilst the ball was in his hand, Adam Budris. Tribal Hunters need to get men forward. Sid Khan says, I can do this by myself. 14 points the difference here. Seizes the screen. Reese Williams finding his brother Lloyd. Reese, he will take it from deep. The bounce looked nice there for a minute. Lloyd Williams able to recover on the offensive glass. Reese Williams looking to drive. The pass is loose. Sid Khan fouled in transition. The wide open lay for Sid Khan. Owen Williams really just seemed to aim for the swipe at the arm. That's his 3rd foul. Well, you'd imagine that's a clear basket, clear lane violation. That can't just be free throws. That seemed intentional, to say the least. Well, they've called it a standard personal foul. I don't really understand how it can be anything other than a clear path violation. It was clearly about to be a basket made, and not only have they disrupted the flow of the game, but they took away the opportunity for Sid Khan to make the open layup. And see now, because of that call, he's got a chance here to get a point out of it. And he misses them both. As a belch from the audience possibly puts him off. Well, now I'm confused. The referee clearly said it's a personal foul, no additional. But the Tribal Hunters have kept the ball after the missed free throws. So that's a huge swing. What could have been a 4 or 5 point possession has ended up with nothing. And in fact, the Gladiators have gone down the other end and scored. The score now 70-44. The lead up to 26. Here's Budris off the front iron. Owen Williams finds his brother Reese. No look dish into the Caesar down low, who is fouled. It's another trip to the line for the Gladiators. There's an element of physicality to the way the Gladiators play, and the Tribal Hunters have not been able to match it. From the second we've started this game, from the moment the first whistle blew, it was clear that there was a discrepancy in the ability between these two teams. Now, of course, the Tribal Hunters would love to have a little rematch of this with Eustace and Eli Andam, because if they're down by 26 or 27 points, those two players would both, you'd imagine, get you over 15 points in a game, better defensive structure, more rebounds. So the difference between these two teams today might literally be what the Hunters might have added with Eli Andam and Eustace, but we may not have seen a little outbreak in the ability from Uno Nikisi. Once again, Terry Berry is there to clean it up, and Rhys Williams is there in transition. The gimme lay is blown, and Lloyd Williams commits the foul on Bakrachev. It's a sideline restart for the Tribal Hunters. Here is Peterson. What can the Hunters draw up here? Bakrachev trying to go left. Good little body fake from KC. Bakrachev with a bunny. And the Gladiators go the other way. Rhys Williams all alone. Cash from the corner. Rhys Williams just in flying form. Peterson giving up responsibilities. He gets them back. The wide open three off the front iron. An ability to make wide open three-point shots. Peterson has been ejected from the game for his second technical. Well, there was an awful lot of jumping about in the paint there. It looked like a little bit of a mess. Peterson, who is now, in fact, walking back to the bench. So the foul down low was on Rhys Williams. No, sorry, it was on Terry Berry. Rhys Williams will shoot the technical free throw. Peterson is no longer welcome in the game as he takes his gym bag with him and goes. Well, Bradley Abrahams, you may have seen him before today as a starting centre for the Cardiff Met Archers. Definitely seen his fair share of basketball, and that is a brave decision from the referee to eject someone from the game here. Both referees in discussion here. Rhys Williams ready to shoot the technical free throw. It's just gone from bad to worse for the Tribal Hunters here this afternoon. Rhys Williams misses the technical. He does have one more. Technical 2, of course. Still at the line for the original foul, which was a shooting foul, but that should have been on Terry Berry. So the first two were the technical, and the second two was for the shooting foul. But for some reason, was Rhys Williams shooting all four of them? Bakrachev there turning around. Slight confusion. Well, okay. Let's just put that whole bit of shenanigans behind us. The score is 78-44 with 4 minutes and 18 seconds remaining here in this third quarter. We might be looking at something that we've never seen before in terms of a scoreline if RCT keep their throat. All right, a violation there of the line for Hunters. RCT gets a restart. Here's Owen Williams finding Terry Berry, who misses the mid-range bunny. Here is Uno Nikisi. Drives, power and strength. He's really, really impressed here today. He may not be wearing a jersey, but that man can ball. Uno Nikisi at the line, drains the first. The second, not so good. Owen Williams. Oh, what a beautiful pass to Lloyd Williams, who tries the little over-the-top pass into Caesar. A triple change here coming for RCT. Well, we've got the introduction of Price, and Warren. Outcoming are Terry Berry, Caesar, and Lloyd Williams. Price, wearing number 12, had a really, really good offensive moment there when he came on in the first half. Let's see if he can repeat that. Bakrachev misses everything, trying to go high off the glass. Warren collects in traffic and misses everything. Here's KC. Wanting to go left around everyone. Is able to get the foul and the finish there. Well, Ganga KC will head to the line for one more. The second foul called on Rhys Williams. KC. A strange form there, with a little hesitation. He misses the added bonus. Another whistle here as Owen Williams drives straight through the paint. Well, the Gladiators once again at the free throw line here. We seem to be trading free throw trips back and forth between these teams. And between the two, the efficiency at the line isn't particularly close. So if it's going to be a free throw battle, there's only going to be one winner. And especially when your point guard can get offensive rebounds like that. Price there once again off the bench and into the action. That is the 5th foul on Bakrachev, who's forced to come out for Ali, who's on 4 fouls himself. Another substitution. Paul Ferrelli coming in for Shaq Livingston. Ferrelli, who's made a couple of acrobatic baskets driving through traffic, but has missed even more trying to take on the whole team by himself. Here is Price at the line. The second is good. The Gladiators extend their lead to 35 points. Uno Nikisi has the ball poked free. 3-second violation called on Uno Nikisi. Didn't realize he was in the protected area. Here is Owen Williams. Fakes the pass, goes for the bucket, just about missing. Ferrelli finding Uno. And a wild, wild jumper there. Ali Quran just come on and is forced off. That's his 5th foul. A return for Shaq Livingston and also number 22 Adam Budris, who did start the game but actually hasn't seen that many minutes in this game. I think Uno has been taking his minutes due to his offensive ability here today. Owen Williams, efficient, consistent. This game, if this game was a boxing match, the referees would have called time already. A very impressive performance here from all involved at RCT, and fair play to some of these Cardiff Tribal Hunters players. They've given it their absolute best. There is just a huge gap in quality between these two sides. Just over 2.5 minutes remaining here in this third quarter. Warren found a mismatch he liked, but Owen Williams with a poor bounce pass there. Here is Shaq Livingston. Maybe an injection of energy here for the Tribal Hunters, just for a bit of pride. Adam Budris didn't want to take the wide open shot, instead decided to fake and drive. Holding on the arm call against Price. Budris, with the team in the bonus, will head to the line. Makes the first one despite the grunt from the audience. Well, it's 2 for 2 at the line from Adam Budris. Owen Williams knew exactly what he was trying to do there, just couldn't quite make the shot. Here's KC finding Budris, calling for some motion. Shaq Livingston happy to take the three. He's got great form from outside, hasn't been able to really make them count today. He's kind of flown under the radar. Wow, a miss there from Price. Air ball. Well, the air ball, but it does come off a Tribal body last, as is the case once again. Coming off Paul Farrelly there. Reese Williams into Owen Williams. What a turn. And Owen Williams is fouled down low once again. Owen Williams is making a killing at the line. And Sid Khan returns into the game. Paul Farrelly has his 5th foul. Owen Williams has made a living at the line today. Well, if they keep fouling like this, the Tribal Hunters are going to run out of players. The Gladiators will happily take free throws until the game is over, rather than using up all their energy running up and down the court. Here is Sid Khan finding Farrelly. Farrelly's got a good little handle and he puts it to use there. You feel a little bit of energy from the bench from the Tribal Hunters, and anytime there's some positive action for them, you just think, oh, maybe they can give this a go. And then you look up to the scoreboard and realize they're down by nearly 35 points. Warren with a rebound. Oh! Apologies for the silence there. I was nearly decapitated by a basketball. Timeout called. Well, 1 minute and 19 seconds remaining. As the timeout is called, it has felt like a really, really, really long quarter here. So many fouls, so many whistles. At a certain point, you do have to wonder whether or not the flow of the game should the referees just be letting this go a little here. I mean, if this was a really tight game and you didn't want to influence the result because of your officiating, I can understand that. But when you're looking at a team with a 34-point lead, maybe you can let a whistle go here and there. And there goes the klaxon. RCT are out and ready to go. Tribal Hunters have some organization to do just to make sure that they don't run out of players with all their fouls. The Hunters will get us going. Here is Pirelli. Wanting to go left, is blocked out. Shaq Livingston. Khan tuck under the screen. Sid Khan misses everything with a three. Budris claims to have been stamped on. Well, jump ball, says referee Bradley Abrams. Well, I think he believes he was stepped on there. A fair bit of shouting back and forth there from the benches. Hunters need to be careful because they've already had one player ejected and they've got multiple players on 5 fouls. And the Gladiators will have no problem poking the bear, trying to force some bad decisions. Warren, a bit of a wrecking ball there under the glass, but unable to make the lay for the putback. And there's the deep ball. No luck. Paul Ferrelli draws it back and goes again. Warren able to save it, but the ball does go out eventually, and the Hunters will get the restart. Oh, that was just an awful shot from Simeon Clarence there. Absolutely dreadful in terms of technique, form, everything. Efficiency. Price, a beautiful cut from Owen Williams. Can't quite get the reverse finish. Uno Nakisi taking on the whole team by himself, gets the dump off. And once again, Simeon Clarence loses the ball. Price, wide open from mid-range. Price gets the foul and the bucket down low. It's the third foul for Clarence. Price at the line. 14.5 seconds remaining in this, the longest quarter of basketball I think I've ever seen. Price is able to knock down the extra point. Makes it a 37-point lead. Here is Ferrelli. So, Although we hear the final klaxon, the quarter is not over. Firelli will get a chance to shoot 2 free throws. Well, referee and officials just making sure we get a little bit of time added onto the clock here. Some confusion here as to how much time exactly is due to go back on. Gladiators up by 37. A second on the clock. Firelli at the line to tag on 2 more for the Tribal Hunters in this penultimate quarter. The second. He nails them both, in all fairness. Can there be a big heave for the Gladiators? Oh, almost made something awesome happen there. Well, that is the end of the third quarter. Please do stick around for this 4th and final quarter here at the Basketball Wales National League YouTube channel. Hit that like button and subscribe if you have not already. I'm sure we are about to see some entertaining action for this 4th quarter as both teams look to have a little bit of fun maybe for RCT, whilst the Tribal Hunters hope to bring back some pride in this one and make that lead as small as possible. Try and help out their points difference in the league. Remember, it's not just one final. We've got the cup and the trophy for our finals weekend. So their season is not over here, Tribal Hunters, even though it is looking like most likely it will be the Gladiators playing against Cardiff Met for a rematch of last year's finals. It is looking that way. An all-valley showdown, just as we saw last year. In that game, we saw a lot of referees' whistles as well. It was the Gladiators who brought their physicality all the way up to North Wales last year. It'll be interesting to see what they can do this coming April. You've got to look at that Cardiff Met squad with some real fear. Players like Dan Flaherty, James Dorr, MVP of the finals last year, Wales captain. Gladiators will have their work cut out for them in that final. But before there's 10 final minutes in this, our second February Frenzy fixture for you on Basketball Wales National League. And the first play of the game sees a Williams brother head to the line. That is the 3rd foul. Lloyd Williams this time at the line. Owen Williams on the bench, taking a breather. Uno Nakisi able to get the rebound. Goes behind the back. Sid Khan. The Tribal Hunters seemingly ignoring a wide open Shaq Livingston in the corner there. Sid Khan off the front rim. That's a beautiful pass there from Lloyd Williams. Just couldn't quite get that one under control, could Caesar. Here is Uno Nikisi. Just a small gap to try and break through. He's managed it, but turned the ball over and is walking back to the defensive half, leaving his team outmanned here. And then on the offensive end, the Tribal Hunters have 3 of their players in their own half court. I mean, that's pretty shameful. Tribal Hunters, I know they're down by a lot. They're down by 37 here. But to be playing 2v5 because 3 of your players can't be bothered to even get up in transition, I'm sorry, that is shameful. Ferrelli at the line as the Tribal Hunters are bailed out, as one of their 2 players that did bother getting up in transition was fouled. Terry Berry inbounds. Lloyd Williams walks this one up using the screen through contact. Berry finding Lloyd Williams once again. The pass is loose and Shaq Livingston can go all the way. And the lay is good. Foul called on Lloyd Williams. Foul called on the floor before the shot. Lloyd Williams really unhappy with Sid Khan here. Substitution incoming for RCT. Lloyd Williams is really unhappy. He landed really awkwardly. He's being pulled from the game. Well, that's not what you want to see. He's gripping his neck in pain, grimacing all the while. Reese Williams with the inbound to Berry, and Caesar unable to clean it up. But guess what? The offensive rebound comes their way anyway. And they can't do that. Here's Sid Khan finding Shaq Livingston. And Budris from 3 off the front iron. Owen Williams recently returning. Foul called as Owen Williams turns into the Tribal Hunter defender. And I don't really understand that one. Not from the referee's point of view, but from the defenders. All he's done all game is back you down, turn and shoot. And for some reason, you're still getting stuck with your hand in the cookie jar. I mean, if you've been with us from the start, you've seen just how many times Owen Williams has been at the free throw line today. At some point, the onus is on the defensive team to understand how the game is being officiated, to adapt to how the whistle's being blown, how the offensive player is playing. Terry Berry gets the offensive rebound from the missed free throw. And all of a sudden that free throw trip is worth 3 points. Sid Khan gives it up to Livingston. Clarence back to Sid Khan. A high arcing rainbow shot coming off the back iron. Oh, that pass is loose from Tucker, seeing his first minutes of the game. Owen Williams collects the ball and turns quickly, happy with the offensive matchup against Shaq Livingston. Livingston trying to come back at him with a step back three that misses everything. I mean, you want to talk about the difference between these two teams, it's exemplified right in those two plays right there. Shaq Livingston taking a step back three in the face of his defender, and Owen Williams using his size and his strength to turn the defender down low and get a high, efficient shot. The score, as we stand at 7 minutes remaining in this game, 94-57 in favor of the Gladiators. Here is Clarence. Fair play. Well, that got him gassed up. He's almost celebrating that as if it was a game-tying shot. And Tucker down the other end tags on a triple to undo anything that Clarence had just done for the Hunters. Shaq Livingston going right, pulls up. Budris. Clarence again, oh my goodness. That form. It's unlike any jumper I've ever seen. Timeout called by the Tribal Hunters, yeah. 6 minutes and 13 seconds remaining. 96-59 the splits. At this point, it's a 37-point deficit. The Tribal Hunters should just be looking to see if they can get some practice out here. See if they can get any offensive sets going to prepare for what might be coming if they're able to make the Cup finals, or then simply for development for next season. It's been a difficult game, a game that they wouldn't have been favoured for even if they were at full strength. But just to top it off, they're missing their two main stars in Eustace and Eli Andam. So this game was never really a fair fight. 96-59 the splits. Interesting to see Caesar, Berry, Reese Williams and Owen Williams all in for the Gladiators. RCT choosing to play 4 out of their starting 5. Not thinking about rest. Just wanting to put this game across the finish line. We will definitely see them past the 100-point mark. Only RCT and Cardiff Met average over 100 points a game. I think you can see why here today. Here is Tucker. He's able to keep the ball with the inbound. Reese Williams will be the one to take it. Owen Williams loves that move. All day, over and over. Owen Williams down low, backing in, receiving the bounce pass, turns over one shoulder and is called for a shooting foul. How many times does it have to happen before the Tribal Hunters start to just take the chair out from underneath him? It's a concern for me. If you're a coach of a team like this, I am concerned that they are unable to make adjustments on the fly, unable to understand how the team's leading scorer is consistently getting buckets against you. Here is Sid Khan. I doubt he's been too efficient, but it's felt like he's been one of the positive drivers for the Hunters today. Clarence able to get the offensive rebound. Offensive interference, the call for the referees. A lucky break there for the Gladiators. Owen Williams thought about the three. Gives it up to Reese Williams, who doesn't have to think. 3-second violation, the call from Bradley Abrahams, the official. Here comes Jack Livingston. The ball given away cheaply by the Tribal Hunters. And the ball is out of bounds once again. Last touch off a Tribal Hunter. Gladiators happy to restart. The whistle keeps on blowing. The game keeps on going. We will not be going home anytime soon. That's foul number 4 on Clarence. Just over 5 minutes remaining in this one. 37 points the lead. 98-61 the splits. Make it 99. Caesar, who missed all of his first 6 free throws in this game, has a chance to make it 100. No, but Terry Berry will make it 101, and that's exactly what this has been so far. Basketball 101, a teaching for the Tribal Hunters. Oh, Uno Nikisi trying to go from 0 to 100 in a millisecond. I'm telling you, Uno Nikisi, what we have seen here today is an absolute baller. This is someone with a poster package, a layup package that is beyond anyone here on this court. A beautiful lead pass there from Reese Williams. Caesar just about to get the ball under control, and timeout called by the Tribal Hunters. Down by 44 here. Coach getting frustrated here. An absolute blowout. An absolute demolition job by the Gladiators here today. If you've been here with us from the start, or if you joined in at halftime, we thank you ever so much for sticking around for this game with us here at Basketball Wales National League TV. From all of us here at Basketball Wales, thank you ever so much for your support. If you haven't already, make sure that you're subscribed to the YouTube channel. Leave it like on the stream, and also hit that little notification bell to make sure you never miss another live stream here from us at Basketball Wales. Thank you ever so much. We will see you next time. February Frenzy does continue, although we've had a slight shock to the schedule as Cardiff City against Ynys Môn. Sorry, Cardiff City against Mould has been called off. Cardiff City have forfeited that game. So if you were looking forward to our penultimate matchup in February Frenzy, your calendar just got one game shorter. There's just the one game remaining between Ynys Môn and the Caerphilly Cougars. Offensive foul. Offensive foul called against Uno Nikisi. Here's Warren. Back to Lloyd Williams. Play call from Lloyd Williams. Swung round to Warren. Mid-range pull-up is clean. Uno Nikisi there, just leaving a bit too much space for the veteran Warren, who's been around the block. He's played a lot of basketball in his day. Blocking foul for number 10 for RCT, that is Tucker. Not played many minutes today. Getting a chance now in these final few minutes. A heave from Paolo Ferrelli, picked off way too easy. Here is Fear, perhaps the coolest last name that we have here today. Budris fouled. Personal foul called against Lloyd Williams. Substitution coming in. Clarence in for Uno Nikisi for the Tribal Hunters. Three minutes and 33 seconds remaining. 46 points the difference. That was actually a really nice offensive set there. Sid Khan pulling out to just leave the trailing runner of Shaq Livingston with space to attack the basket. Unable to make a count, but Warren makes no mistake there. Tagged on 4 points in the past couple of possessions for the Gladiators. Sid Khan, another bit of great playmaking. Livingston this time able to receive the ball. Can he do something with it? It's a beautiful pass to Ferrelli, who's able to drain the three from the corner. Warren feeling the hot hand. Shaq Livingston misses the rim altogether on that transition bucket. Lloyd Williams wide open, why not? Oh, shot fake and the pass then inside. Defensive rebound is cleaned up by Price, who scores and will head to the line for one more. Uno Nikisi returns as Shaq Livingston has 5. And Shaq Livingston returns for Budris. And Budris returns for Clarence. I'm pretty sure those substitutions could have been made a little easier. At the line, the Gladiators. Unable to knock down the and one there, Price. Ferrelli draws back, that's a clean move. Khaleesi thought about the turnaround fadeaway. The dump off from Ferrelli's just a little rash. Here is Fear. Missing and cleaned up by Warren. All sense of urgency seems to be gone for the Tribal Hunters. Not getting back on D, not getting forward in transition. Here's Ferrelli, using the screen really nicely. There's a foul there definitely from Warren, but the referees don't call it. Here is Warren, having a bit of a moment offensively, but denied. Ferrelli wants to go it alone. Uno Nikisi with a great offensive rebound. 3 of the Tribal Hunters weren't even facing the right direction and had turned their heads, unaware that their teammates had made the offensive effort to chase down the rebound. And there is Price tagging on 2 more for the Gladiators. 115 to 66. Here is Uno Nikisi. Shaq Livingston, we all knew he was going to shoot that one. The lucky bounce. Out of bounds. The ball will stay with the Gladiators as we are sub 1 minute. Lloyd Williams to inbound. Travel, the call there. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't know what happened there. Shaq Livingston. Paolo Ferrelli. Here is Ferrelli. Fouled on the floor. Lloyd Williams holding. 38.9 seconds remaining in this fourth and final quarter here at the Rhondda Sports Centre. The RCT Gladiators will advance to the Basketball Wales National League Finals this coming April against the Cardiff Met Archers for a rematch of last year's final. It'll be interesting to see this kind of attacking prowess come up against the strength of Cardiff Met. Make sure to stick around, make sure to follow all of our social channels to hear about when tickets are available to be purchased. From all of us here at Basketball Wales, we thank you very much for watching this game along with us. Here is Paul Ferrelli. Must be said, in fairness to him, he's been one of the only players for the Hunters to not let their heads drop. Here's Warren. Rebound, offensive. Lloyd Williams from way downtown. Uno, Nakisi behind the back, Livingston. That's great transition basketball. What a shame it's come in the last few seconds. Warren finding. Gladiators able to just find space and time. Only a few seconds here. And the half-court shot bounces off the backboard. That is the end of this game, 117-72. The final score here in Rhondda. The Gladiators will advance to the finals to face off with Cardiff Met once again. Thank you. My name is Dafydd Jones. I thank you from the bottom of my heart, from all of us here at Basketball Wales, for watching along with us. Make sure to keep up with all the information that's coming to you really soon as to how to stay involved with the National League as we head up to the finals. Thank you from all of us here, and goodbye.
Thank you, boss. Thank you. Thanks, guys. Thank you. Cheers. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. That's a too rough, man.